So recently, we as a family had a very difficult time. We had to go through a lot of pain because we lost a very dear child of the family. And it was indeed very, very difficult time for all of us. And losing a loved one is, of course, and always very difficult, especially when we lose somebody who's so dear to us, and especially if that is so unexpected. And while we were going through immense pain and grief, I got to reflect on certain things that helped me cope in that particular situation. So grief is basically an emotion. Grief is, that is something that we face when we lose somebody, when we lose something or somebody so precious to us. And so the earlier thoughts, the initial thoughts that came in my mind, and of course, all of us were going through that pain because we were in such a shock. So there were, thoughts and questions like, why did, they leave? Why too soon? Why did it happen to us? And there were lots of complaints, and there was pain, and there was anger, and a lot of mixed feelings, because grief, when we are going through grief, it also triggers a lot of other emotions, which can be anger, which can be sadness, which can be loneliness, it can be guilt, or it can be physical symptoms. And then I came to realize, and I learned the importance of switching from grief to gratitude. Not even switching, but moving on, moving from grief to gratitude. And I just wanted to share that with all of you. And so what is it about? For example, if we are having these kind of thoughts and questions that why did they leave? Or how will I live without them? Then basically, if you try to reframe that thought, this question, that sentence into something positive, something helpful, what can be that positive in such a terrible and tough situation? So, this is what Islam basically teaches us. So, when we say that, the first thing when we hear about someone passing away is Inna lillahi wa inna ilaihi rajiun, which means that we are accepting that we are sent from Allah, and at any time, at any point of time, He can call us back. And we don't know what that specific time is. So we accept and we acknowledge that yes, we are sent by Allah and we have to return to Him, because this is our belief. And this belief is such a strong one that helps us to move forward. So if we reframe things like, how will I live without them? He or she. And on the other hand, if you think and you say, Alhamdulillah, Alhamdulillah for the years that we spent together. So even if they were 1, 2, 5 years, 10 years, 15 years, whatever number that is, Alhamdulillah for that. Because it could have been just nothing. It could have been maybe a lot less. And then the questions like, why did they go too soon? Why did it happen to me? Then say Alhamdulillah that we were able to create those beautiful memories together. Alhamdulillah for the moments when we were able to laugh and smile and, get to love each other. So Alhamdulillah for all that, because eventually it's Allah's will. So Allah can, call anybody back within a year, within 5 years, within 10 years, maybe within 20 years, 30 years. Indeed, it is painful. But when we do, and when we say the words of sabr and shukr, and when we see the positive side of it, that how beautiful those moments were, how beautiful those memories are, We got to spend that time together, and that is a gift from Allah. So when you're going through any such situation, remember it's of very high value to stay amongst people um, who give you strength, who are positive, and above all, just connect to Allah. Connect to Allah and say, the words of sabr and shukr, that Alhamdulillah, Alhamdulillah for all that time, Alhamdulillah for all those memories, Alhamdulillah for those moments. And this will definitely, definitely help you.